Hi guys, welcome again to Sunil Engineering Academy YouTube channel, and this is Srinivas. Hi friends, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to make sure that you don't miss any notification. And you all know that friends, that a special arithmetic, complete arithmetic or quantitative aptitude series has been running successfully in our channel, and as a part of that, two basic videos of percentage, the most important concept, the percentage. Two basic videos of percentage have been uploaded in our channel, and I hope you all have watched that. And from this video, we are going to solve the questions of percentage. To start with, we are going to solve some basic questions in this video. Don't neglect these basic questions. These questions are going to be a part or a single line of the conceptual questions which are going to come in the next coming videos. So please watch the video completely without skipping and make sure that you are very comfortable with percentage and the concept of percentage. Here is the first question. If 80% of A equal to 50% of B, then B equal to X% of A, then what? Find the value of X. Here 80% of A is equal to 50% of B, and we need to find B is X% of A. That means we need to find B is what percent of A. In that what? In that place of what? In the question, X is given. As simple as that. When 80%, when the information is given like 80% of A is equal to 50% of B. When the information is like 80% of A is equal to 50% of B, and we need to tell B is X% of A. That means B is what percent of A. We need to find B is what percent of A. B means 100% of B. Any number is 100% with respect to the same number. We have discussed about all the properties of percentage in the previous videos. I hope you have watched those videos. In those videos, we have discussed that any number, when compared to the number itself, it is 100%. So, to find the value of B, if we get the 100% of B, that is equal to B. To make the 50% of B as 100% of B, just multiple the both the terms. That means the RHS and LHS sides by 2. That means then 100% of B, 100% of B is equal to 2 into 80, that is 160% of A. When B is X% of A, here 100% of B is nothing but B. 100% of B is nothing but B. Now we can say that B is equal to 160% of A. Now we can say that B is equal to 160% of A. And we need to find the value of X. Here X is nothing but 160. B is X% of A, then B is 160% of A. Now we can conclude that X is 160%. Now our answer X would be 160. That is the answer for the beautiful question. Don't neglect that. These are very basic questions are like that. These basic questions are going to play very huge role in solving some conceptual and exam oriented questions. To get rid of the difficulty in solving the difficult questions, we must be very comfortable with the basics. Okay, when you are very comfortable in writing 160 here without performing all these calculations, then we can say that you are able to solve any question in percentage. Let's move to the next one. X is 80% of Y, then percent of X is Y. Then what percent of X is Y? X is given as 80% of Y. Let us say that Y is 100. Let us say that Y is 100. Then X would be 80% of Y. That means 80% of 100. That is nothing but 80. When X is 80% of X, Y. X is 80% of Y. And we need to find what percent of X is Y. We need to find what percent of X is Y. What percent of X is Y? That means 100 is what percent of 80. We need to find 100 is what percent of 80. Or if you are able to minimize the values 80 and 100 into 4 and 5 or 4 and 5, you can do that. If you are able to minimize the values 80 and 100 into 4 and 5, we can perform that also. Or just do as the numbers taken. 24s and 25s, 4 ones and 4 25s, that is 125%. That is 125%. This is the simplest way. Or we can say that x is 80% of y. Now take y as 100, then x would be 80% of y, that is 80. If you do the minimal, if you take the minimal values of 80 and 100 respectively as 4:5 or 4 and 5 respectively, now we have to say that 5 is what percent of 4? 5 is what percent of 4? 5 by 4, the fraction 5 by 4, the percentage representation of 5 by 4 is 125, as we discussed in the previous basic videos. I hope you have watched those videos and you are very comfortable with the percentage to fraction and fraction to percentage conversions. Okay, that 5 by 4 can be written as 125%. 125% is going to be our answer. And next one, if 120 is 20% of a number, then 120% of that number will be, 120 is 20% of something number. The 20% of something number is going to be 120, and we need to find the 120% of that number. When the 20% of the number is given as 120, and we need to find the value of 120% of that number. When 20% is 120, 120% would be, 120% is nothing but 6 times of the 20%. 120% is 6 times of 20%. In the same way, the value of 120% is going to be 6 times of 120. That is nothing but 720. That is nothing but 720. I hope you are very clear. Okay, I hope you understood. Next one, if x is less than y by 25%, then y exceeds x by, x is less than y by 25%. Let us take y as 100. Now x would be 25% less than y. X is less than y by 25%. When y is 100, then x is 25% less than y. That means x, the value of x would be 25 less than 100, that is 75. Now, then y exceeds x by. We need to find how much percent y exceeds x. X exceeds x by 25. 100 exceeds 75 by 25. And we need to find the 25 in terms of 75. 25 in terms of 75 is going to be 1/3. The percentage representation of the fraction 1/3 is nothing but 33 1/3%. 33 1/3%. So our answer is going to be option A, 33 1/3%. Okay. Don't skip the video. These are going to be very crucial in the coming questions. If 10% of m is same as 20% of n, then m is to n is equal to. This is the most important element. I am not saying this is the most important question, but this is the most important element in the concept of percentage. When two values are compared as 10% of m equal to 20% of n or like that, we need to write the ratio of m is to n within the fraction of second. Just by looking at the given information, we should be able to write the m is to n. Okay, and look how it is going to be. When 10% of m is equal to, when 10% of m is equal to 20% of n, then take off from the both sides, take percentage from the both sides, and 10 ones and 10 twos. That means m equal to 2n. The ratio between m is to n is going to be 2:1. 2:1. Okay. Or we need to write all these things to get the ratio of m is to n? I say no. I say no. This is not necessary to draw the equations and calculations. Just by looking at the given information, after observing the calculations, we are not going to bother about these percentages and these offs. Just concentrate on the given numbers. 10 ones and 10 twos. then the ratio would be the second term here. The second term here is going to be the first term of the ratio, and the first term here is going to be the second term of the ratio. Now m is to n is nothing but 2 is to 1. This is the same ratio we got from the calculations also. So to get the m is to n ratio, we don't need to perform all these calculations. Just look at the questions again. Look at the question again. Now with the fresh mind. When 10% of m is same as 20% of n, we can say that the m is to n is going to be 10 ones and 10 twos. The ratio is going to be 2 is to 1. The ratio is going to be 2 is to 1. You are supposed to derive the ratio from the given information like this. Okay, let us take 2 more examples and be acclimatized to the condition. If it is given that 15% of x is equal to 60% of y, if it is given that 15% of x equal to 60% of y, then you are supposed to draw the ratio of x is to y as 4 is to 1 with very comfortable. Okay, you should be able to drive the ratio very comfortably. Okay, if it is given that 20% of a is equal to 80 or something, take it as 120% of b. If it is given that 20% of a is equal to 120% of b, then we should be able to give the ratio of a is to b as 6 is to 1 by looking at the information without pen and paper. Okay, this statement is going to be used very frequently in the coming chapters of quantitative aptitude. You are going to get this statement in every chapter. So please make sure that you are able to write the ratio by looking at the question itself. Okay, I hope you are clear. Move to the next question. If the income of Mohan is 150% higher than Mahesh, then by what percent the income of Mahesh is less than Mohan? The income of Mohan is 150% higher than Mahesh. Okay, let us take the income of Mahesh as 100 rupees. Then the income of Mohan is going to be not 150% of Mahesh. Here the income of Mohan is not 150% of Mahesh. It is higher than Mahesh by 150%. It is higher than Mahesh income by 150%. So the 150% of Mahesh is going to be 150, and when the Mohan income is 150% higher than Mahesh, it is going to be 150 more than 100, then the income would be 250. Please be careful here. If you take it is as 150% of Mahesh, then the income would be 150. But in the question it is given that Mohan income is 150% higher than Mahesh, not 150% of Mahesh. If the word higher than is not given in the question, then the Mohan income would have been 150 rupees. But due to the information that is higher than is given in the question, we need to give the Mohan value 150 more than the Mahesh value, that is 250. This is the correct information according to the question. Okay, now we need to tell by what percent the income of Mahesh is less than Mohan. We need to tell by what percent the income of Mahesh is less than Mohan. Mahesh income, that is 100, is what percent of Mohan income, that is out of 250? 55s and 52s, 2 ones and 5 ones and 5 20s, that is 40%. When Mahesh income is 40% of Mohan, now we can say that Mahesh income is 60% less than Mohan. Are you able to understand? Or we can say that Mahesh is 150 less than Mohan. Or we can say that Mahesh is 150 less than Mohan. 150 by Mohan, that is 250. 53s and 55s. The percentage representation of the fraction 3 by 5 is nothing but 60%. Or we can get the answer 60% very easily or directly from the taking 150 also. Or if we take the percentage of Mahesh out of Mohan, that is 40%, now we can say that Mahesh is 60% less than Mohan. Or If you take the difference, that is 150, that compare that 150 with the Mohan, that 250, that is 60%. Okay, in both the cases our answer is 60%, and that is the correct answer here. C, option C is going to be our answer. Okay, next one. If 15% of A plus B is equal to 25% of A minus B, then what percent of B is equal to A? What percent of B is equal to A? Okay, 15% of A plus B is equal to 25% of A minus B. As we already discussed in the previous question itself, we can say we should be able to draw the ratio of A plus B to A minus B as 5 3s and 5 5s. The ratio would be 5/3. Are you comfortable in writing the ratio 5:3? Now, according to the compound and dividend rule, which is discussed in the ratio and proportion, now we can say that the ratio between A upon B is going to be 4/1. That is 4:1. 4/1. Okay. We need to find what percent of B is equal to A. B. What percent of B is equal to A? A is 4 times of B. A is 4 times of B. Then we can say that A is 400% of B. When A is 4 times of B, we can say that A is 400% of B, and that 400% is going to be our answer. A is 400% of B. Okay, I hope you are clear. Let's move to the next question. If the income of Ram is 12 1/2% more than that of Shyam, the income of Shyam is less than that of Ram by. Here is the next question. If the income of Ram is 12.5% more than that of Shyam, the income of Shyam is less than that of Ram by. The percentage representation, the percentage 12 1/2% can be represented in the fraction as 1/8. The fractional representation of the percentage 12.5% is nothing but 1/8, that is 1/8. You should be very comfortable in writing the percentage representation of fractions or the fraction representation of percentages. All these have been discussed in the previous basic videos of percentage. Please check those videos out. Okay, don't neglect those. If the income of Ram is 12.5% more than that of Shyam, that means if the income of Shyam is 8 rupees, Ram is going to be 1 rupee more than Shyam. Ram is going to be 1 rupee more than Shyam. Then the income of Ram is going to be 9 rupees. Then the income of Ram is going to be 9 rupees. Okay. We need to find the income of Shyam is less than that by Ram by. The income of Shyam less than that Ram by 1 rupee. The income of Shyam, that is 8 rupees, is less than the income of Ram by 1 rupee. Then the percentage representation of 1/9. 1/9. We need to compare with Ram. 1/9. The percentage representation of the fraction 1/9 is 11 1/9%. 11 1/9%. And this is the answer we need to find out. That is 11 1/9%. That is option A. 11 1/9%. Okay. Next one. If 30% of A equal to 0.25 of B equal to 1/5 of C, then A is to B is to C is equal to. When 30% of A is equal to 0.25, 0.25 is nothing but 1/4, and 1/4 is nothing but 25%. Are you with me? 0.25 is nothing but fourth part of the complete value 1. That fourth part 1/5 can be written as 25%. That means 30% of A is equal to 25% of B is equal to 1/5 of C. 1/5. 1/5 is nothing but 20%. That means we can say that 20% of C. When 30% of A is equal to 25% of B is equal to 20% of C, just we need to find the ratio of A is to B is to C. A is to B is to C. Just neglect this percentage and off from the each term of the given relation. Now reduce that 30, 25 and 20 into the simplest form as 5 6, 5 5s and 5 4s. The relation is nothing but 6a is equal to 5b is equal 5b is equal to 4c. When 6a is equal to 5b is equal to 4c, just take a common multiple of both 6, 5 and 4. Just take the common multiple of 6, 5 and 4. We can say, we can take 60 from here. We can take 60 from here. Then the a value would be 60 divided by 6. This 6, that is going to be 10. When you divide the 60 by 5, this 5 by 5, it is going to be 12. And when you divide the 60 by 4, that is 15. That is 15. So the ratio of A is to B is to C is going to be 10 is to 12 is to 15. Okay. In the previous videos of ratio and proportion, we have discussed about a method which is to get the ratio of A is to B is to C when the relation is like 6A equal to 5B equal to 4C. And another alternate way to get the ratio of A is to B is to C is nothing but to get the value of CA. To get the value of A, just to multiple the coefficients of B and C, the other two factors that is B and C. Just to multiple the coefficients of B and C, that is 20. 5 4s are 20. To get the B value, just to multiple the coefficients of A and C, that is 6 into 4, that is 24. To drive the C value, just multiple the coefficients of A and B, that is 6 into 5, that is 30. Once if you minimize the ratio into lowest terms, then the ratio would be 10 is to 12 is to 15. 10 is to 12 is to 15. This is an alternate method to get the ratio of A is to B is to C, which has been discussed in the ratio and proportion chapter. I hope you have watched those videos. Okay, a very good question. We can say that this is a nice question. Next one. A person who spends 66 2/3% of his income is able to save 1200 per month. His monthly expenses in rupees. A person who spends 66 2/3% of his income, 66 2/3% is nothing but 2/3 when you represent it in the terms of fractions. 66 2/3% is nothing but 2 upon 3. That means out of the complete income of 3 rupees, that person is spending 2 rupees. That person is spending 2 rupees. Okay, now we can say that his saving is 1 unit. Out of the complete income of 3 rupees or 3 units, when he spends 2 units, his saving would be 1 unit. That value of 1 unit is given as 1200. When the value of 1 unit is 1200, if you need to tell the monthly expenses, here expenses are represented as 2 units. When the value of 1 unit is 1200, then the value of 2 units would be 2400. That is 2400. Option B, 2400 would be our answer. Okay. And next one. Two numbers are respectively 20% and 50% of a third number. What percent is the first number of the second? There are two numbers which are respectively 20% and 50% of a third number. Let us take the third number as 100. When the first and second number are respectively as 20% and 50% of the third number, 20% of the third number 100 is going to be 20 only. And 50% of the third number, that is 50% of 100 is going to be 50 itself. Now we can say that the first number is 20, second number is 50 and third number is 100. Now check the information. First number is 20% of the third number and second number is 50% of the third number. Okay. We need to tell what percent is the first number of the second. We need to tell what percent is the first number. The first number, that means the 20 is out of 50. When need to get the percentage of 20 out of 50, just take those 2 zeros out. The value, the 2 upon 5 is going to be 40%. 40%. Where is that? Option D. 40% is our answer. The percentage representation of the fraction 2 upon 5 is 40%. Next one. If 60% of A's income is equal to 75% of B's income, then B's income is equal to X% of A's income, then the value of X is, okay, value of X is. It is given that 60% of A's income is equal to 75% of B's income. 60% of A is equal to 75% of B. And we need to tell B's income is equal to X% of A's income. That means we need to tell B in terms of percentage of A. To get B, the B itself is nothing but 100% of B. The B represents 100% of B. Any number with respect to that number is 100%. So the value of B is going to be the 100% of B. To get that 100%, or to convert the 75 into 100, just multiple both terms by 4 upon 3. Multiple both terms by 4 upon 3. Then we can get the 100% of B. To do so, multiple the 60 also by 4 upon 3. Then we can say that 3 ones and 375s, 3 ones and 325s. 25 into 40 is 100. That means 100% of B. 100% of B is nothing but B. And to get the A value, 3 ones and 3 20s, that is 20 into 4 is 80. That means 80% of A. 80% of A. If the B's income is X% of A's income, that means B is going to be X% of A income. That X is nothing but 80. That option C, X 80 would be our answer. Okay. That's it in the section. I hope you enjoyed and learned something in the session. And please watch all the video without skipping, and please subscribe the channel, and you are going to get the best out of the best content related to quantitative aptitude, and this is going to be the single solution for all your quant needs. So please don't skip any videos and be regular and follow our channel. Okay, thank you.